When Minnesota winter hits hard, you want a heating expert who gets Central Minnesota. That's Dale's Heating and Appliance, your hometown pros for furnaces, repairs, and smart upgrades that keep your home warm without burning cash. Locally owned, trusted for decades. Fast, honest service from people who live where you live. Stay warm, Minnesota. Dale's Heating and Appliance, the local heating experts who've got you covered. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com to set up your consultation today.
The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
Into the lane and just gets the roll.
Wow. A Q Media Group production.
And the serve just clears the top of the net. Played by the Bombers.
Local high school sports. Also available for free on the WCMP mobile app or on the Q Media Group YouTube stream.
He's got a lot of room to run, and he's off to the races. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. He's gone!
Now to bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And welcome back here on 106.5 FM, AM 1350. Ethan Game Day Gilman joining you here at the Foley Gymnasium once again for our second game of Section 5A East quarterfinals, where the East Central Eagles will play against the Upsala Cardinals. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman, as the intro said, and I am really excited for this game as East Central has a chance to get to the section semifinal against a team they know very well in the Bram Bombers. And I tell you what, man, I'm hoping that it is going to be East Central who gets the win, because I want a local semifinal. The only thing better than a local semifinal is a local versus local team in the section championship. And we were almost able to get that for Section 6AA, but unfortunately, well, one team has to lose, one team has to win. I know it sucks, but it is the way of basketball, and even whether we like it or not, it's the way it works. So here in this one, East Central and Upsala will go at it, taking a look at these two teams here this evening. What a run it has been for Upsala. They have won 16 out of their last 17 games, have the Upsala Cardinals. That means at one point in the season, ladies and gentlemen, they were 5-5. And, I mean, they have just been on an absolute tear. I seen this team play against Bram, and I was like, I wasn't super impressed, but they kept it close. But, man, what a run it has been for Upsala. They have now won 9 in a row, have the Upsala Cardinals. They're currently 21-6, but as the regular season finished, they were 20-6, 14-1 in section play. That lone loss was to Bram. Yeah, believe it or not, the lone loss on the season in section play was to Bram. Upsala, though, is 21-6 right now, 14-1 in section play. 70 points per game is what they're scoring. They only give up 54 points per game. This Upsala team has been just absolutely incredible to watch. Their last loss came against Piers on February 9th. That was only a 3-point loss. But then, before that, their last loss was to Osakis back on January 9th. That was a 1-point loss as well. So this has been just a phenomenal run for this Upsala team. Again, they lost to Bram during the Christmas break, right after New Year, by 8. And it definitely felt more lopsided than that, and I thought Bram was a much better team. But, man, Upsala just was able to keep themselves in it. But Upsala, man, what a tear they've been on. And we look at their win streak. There have been some teams in there, but there have also been some decent teams. Take a look at this 16 of 17 win streak, or 15 of 16 to end the regular season. It was Mille Lacs, Long Prairie Grey Eagle, St. John's Prep, Bertha Hewitt, Swanville, Kimball, Parker's Prairie, and Royalton. So they beat before they lost to Piers. But then they beat a pretty good Benson team and a pretty good Osakis team. Those two teams have over 90 QRF. They beat Pine River Bacchus by 8. And then they beat a pretty good Little Falls team. They beat Long Prairie Grey Eagle, Browerville, Eagle Valley, St. John's Prep, and Ogilvie to finish off the season. So we use the QRF as kind of a benchmark for teams, to say, oh, they're a pretty good team, or oh, maybe they're not as great of a team. They did beat a couple of 90 QRF teams in this run, and 2 of them being Benson and Osakis, another 80 in Little Falls. So you can say what you want, but they have, again, won 16 of 17 now into playoffs after beating St. John's Prep. So no matter what, even if it's not against great competition, they have still done their job and won games. And again, yes, if you're East Central, you're looking to go, and you haven't played a team like us yet, which is very true. But again, Upsala has done their job and won the games they have needed to win, and have not lost very many games, and have not really had too many close ones either. They did have a couple of close ones, though, in there against Long Prairie Gray Eagle, Pine River Bacchus, obviously the overtime win over Osakis, and the close loss to Piers, and then, a close win over Parker's Prairie. Other than that, they've been pretty lopsided. So I'll be interested to see what Upsala is able to do here this evening, or afternoon, if you will, against the East Central Eagles. Now, looking at this game, East Central's coming in. It's been a pretty interesting year, and I say interesting because they've been dealing with a lot of adversity here this year. You look at Ben Carlin. Ben Carlin alone, he had a knee injury that he is dealing with still. It hasn't gone away. He's still dealing with it, but he's still out there playing, and he is. He is not going to miss this season. He was not going to miss it for the world. And obviously, senior year, he wants to be back with this team. He knows how close this team was last year to getting to the section championship. So he knows that he wants to be back. And, I give the kid a lot of credit. He's gutting it out. And there aren't too many players who may be tougher than him at this point. But they've also faced some other adversity. I won't get into it because I don't feel like that's right on my part to get into it. But this team has still battled through. They've been a good team throughout all that adversity, and they just continue to prove that, hey, we're still one of the toughest teams to play, and their defense has also been pretty darn good this year as well. Taking a look at East Central, they're 17-10 right now. They finished the regular season 16-10. They finished the section season at 8-2. They score 68 points per game while giving up 57 points per game. Now, those 57 points per game, they would like to obviously get a little bit lower. They'd like to see that mark have been shrunk a little bit. But despite that, they are still a very good team. They're still a very dangerous team. And if you look over them, well, I wish you the best of luck, because this team is not a team that should be overlooked by anybody. I don't care if it's Upsala, Bram. I don't care who it is, Nevis. This team is a very, very good team, and they deserve all the props in the world. Now, obviously, Ben Carlin is the name that we all recognize, but you got to give your credit to Levi Cosbab. Really, the rest of the starters. Reese Youngberg, Levi Cosbab, Braden Olson. I'm missing Reese Youngberg. There we go. I know I was missing one. And those guys have really stepped up this year. It's been interesting because Ben Carlin's kind of been a starter now for the last 3-4 years. And it's kind of been, coming into this year, who would be the other guys around him? Who is going to be stepping up and getting on, I don't want to say his level, but that's what I'm going to go with. And it was just kind of a question. And that question was quickly put to rest as this team has really found a lot of success with the other guys, with the other starters. And, again, dealing with some adversity surrounding the team, but they still have come through that adversity and have still had a really, really good season, getting 16 wins on a year. If you get into double-digit wins on a season, that is still really impressive. We just saw a Swanville team that finished the regular season at 8-18, and I told you, that team looked much better than 8-18. That looked like a double-digit win team to me, but looking at East Central, again, this is a really good team. I think if I look at this team, I look to the defense and can they turn it into some transition offense? I think that will be maybe a bigger key here tonight. They were maybe a little bit of a closer game on Tuesday against Hinckley than they would have liked to have had, but they still got the victory, and that's what matters at the end of the day, is that they still won the game. So yes, they may have had a closer game in the first half than they would have liked, but in the second half, man, whoa, did they play so well. I think I'm wrong. I think it was Thursday. I'm so off right now. But, yeah, they had a really good game. Both teams did, Hinckley, Finlayson, and East Central, on Thursday in that first round of the playoffs. And it was, 40-31 after the first half. And you were just kind of thinking to yourself, man, does Hinckley have a chance here in the second half? Well, East Central shut down any chance there in the second half. Their defense came out. I think they only allowed like 17 points or something like that, and it was an impressive win there. Yeah, they only allowed 17 points in the second half. They went and I think they scored 30 plus. I don't remember exactly. I apologize. There's just so much going on, but what a game it was for East Central in that second half. And I kind of said it after the game. I said, if East Central can play like they did in the second half defensively, there's going to be no reason they can't get to the section semifinal with a win over Upsala. I think they are that good of a team, and they are that sound defensively that they can do it. I think they're going to need a little bit more offense here today. I think Upsala's offense is a little bit more dangerous, so I think they might have to play a little bit of keep of the kind of shootout style. But if their defense can come out and make a statement early on, they might be able to get into the heads of Upsala, and they might be able to set the tone early on. I think that will be a key. Can they set the tone early on? Can they get their defense to make the statement that they know that they can early on in this game? And I think if they do that, they're going to be able to set the tone and be able to come away with a victory. But it's easier said than done, obviously, as East Central, again, very good team. They know what they need to do, though. And I'm just excited to be out here. Meanwhile, I'm trying to get you some updates from up there at Duluth-Denfeld. Bram was leading at the half. Now, that was at half, but at the half, Mora was leading at the half. It was like 44-22, so they're putting it to old Aiken there. Yeah, it was 44-21, so I was a little bit off. 44-21, Mora with the lead there at half. We'll go ahead and try and get you more of an updates from up there. Let's see if we can't get a better update. It is currently 54-35, so it's crept now 54-39. So it's a little bit closer than Mora would like, but that is into the second half now of that game. So we'll keep you updated on that one as we go throughout this one and see if Mora can't make it to their section semifinal. I would assume that their section semifinal would be against Pequot Lakes. Everyone is kind of chasing Pequot Lakes in that section. And, yes, Pequot did beat Pillager pretty handedly, 71-34. So if Mora is able to win, they'll be playing in their section semifinal against Pequot Lakes, and that would be taking place next Wednesday up at UMD. Pretty cool spot there. So we'll keep you up to date on that. But East Central, again, their defense has been very good. Their offense, while scoring 68 points per game, is still very good. It's been kind of an up and down year again, but they've been dealing with injuries, some illnesses, and just some adversity here this year. They beat Bram to begin the season. They beat them by almost 10. They beat them by 9, and it was pretty much in hand early on as that game finished up. But then they beat Mille Lacs. They lost to two teams, Howard Lake Waverly Winstead and Hibbing. Then they lost to Nevis, and they lost that one by 12. Then they beat Walker Hackensack Akeley. Went into a Christmas tournament up at Lake Park Audubon, where they lost to the Northern Freeze but beat Border West. And out of that, they came and lost to Ely. Ely, they lost to by 3. They'll want that one back, and we'll go to why. They beat Moose Lake Willow River, Crosby Ironton, Aiken in overtime, Hinckley Finlayson, Pine City, Rush City, and Hinckley Finlayson again, all in a row. That Aiken one was huge, by the way. And then they lost after that to Barnum. Then they beat Mille Lacs, lost to Bram and Deer River. They only lost to Deer River by 9. Had their way with Ogilvie, lost to Mora and McGregor. That'll be a big one that they want back. They then won their last 3 over Chisholm, Cromwell Wright, and Ogilvie. So you look at some of these games that they lost and some of them that they want back. I look specifically to that Ely game and then also to this McGregor game. Those are the two that I look at and go, okay, I think they'll want those two back because that Ely game was only a 3-point loss. The Deer River game was 9, but the McGregor game is the one that you'll want back. That one is one, I don't want to say it was unacceptable, the loss, because McGregor has been a tough team all year. But that's one where, man, you really don't want to see because they lost to Cook County in the first round of the playoffs. But this McGregor team beat some pretty good teams like Cook County earlier in the year. They actually beat them by 20 early in the year, so that's interesting. They beat also, yes, East Central. They lost to Two Harbors, though. It's really interesting. They beat Moose Lake Willow River, who's a decent team. So just some interesting losses here as they beat Cromwell Wright, too. So an interesting loss there for East Central in that one. But I think for East Central, they were able to kind of understand that, hey, it's one loss that doesn't define our season, and they brought that forward and took care of Hinckley Finlayson in that playoff game. Although, again, they would have liked to have played the entire game the way they played the second half, but they still got the victory. Now they're able to move on to this game, and we're going to have a lot of people in attendance for this one, as Bram's going to stay and watch this one. I thought I seen some Swanville players who are going to stay and watch this one, so this game going to be interesting between East Central and Upsala. So we're getting your starting lineups real quick, then we'll take a commercial break and be back for tip-off. As for Upsala, it will be number 1, Calvin Lenners, number 2, Carson Primus, number 4, Sam Lalibert, number 10, Austin Klein, and number 33, Quinn Guthrie. On the other side, for your East Central Eagles, it'll be number 0, Reese Youngberg, number 1, Graydon Swenson, 12, Braden Olson, 23, Levi Cosbab, and 32, Ben Carlin. Now we're going to quick take commercial break. Be back for tip-off.
Stay connected with ECE Fiber. Get fast, reliable internet for your work-from-home needs. No more lag during virtual meetings. Manage your account easily with the ECE Fiber mobile app. ECE Fiber. Simple, local, reliable. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's ORDERECEFIBER.com.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Back here on WCMP, getting ready for tip-off here in this Section 5A quarterfinal matchup. The Eagles and Upsala about to go at it, as Eagles will be in their all-white. The blue numbers outlined in gray, the gray letters outlined in blue, the blue stripe down the side of the jersey in short, and the gray outline, one single stripe. Upsala in their all-red, the white letters numbers outlined in black, the black stripe, black arrows more or less down the side of the jersey and short. So we are ready for tip-off. It's Carlin and Laliberty at half court. And it's going to be won by the Eagles. They're going to try and go score quick, and unfortunately I think Olsen got pushed there. So Upsala got away with a little bit of a push, and Laliberty will get the rebound now on this near side. They're going to go with Guthrie for 3. Quinn Guthrie, well, that's a quick start. I mean, that is a quick start. Wow. East Central is really not a team that has a fast-paced mentality to their team. They're more of a team that goes through sets, and sometimes they can speed up those sets, but they're not a team that gets out and runs too much. So we'll see kind of how they play this game, because Upsala early on, man, showing that they're going to be quick. Meanwhile, on this near side, Swenson gives to Olsen. That pass inside to Carlin. Carlin, the shot is going to be off the mark, rebounded by Guthrie. Guthrie being bothered in the backcourt by Swenson. Good job there by him. Just making sure he can't get it up cleanly. Meanwhile, here's Lenners. Lenners will give it to Guthrie. Guthrie, he's going to take it over the defender. Well, he thought he was feeling it, but that's going to be off the mark. Rebounded here by Levi Cosbab. Cosbab gives to Olsen. Olsen had a big night there on Thursday. He'll give it to Youngberg. Youngberg going to be off the mark for 3, and this will be rebounded. And he stepped on the boundary. Lenners got the rebound, and then he stepped on the baseline, and East Central will catch a little bit of a break there. So just over a minute into this one, East Central down 3-0, but they get the ball back. And here is Olsen. He'll inbound to Carlin. He'll hand off now to Cosbab. On this near side to Olsen. They'll try and go inside to Carlin. He's able to pull it down. Can't get that one to fall, and Guthrie with another rebound. Here comes Guthrie. And he gives to Laliberty. On the far side now to Lenners. Back to Laliberty. Give to Guthrie. Guthrie, give over to Lenners. Lenners trying to drive, and he hands off now to Primus. Primus inside, back outside Guthrie. Guthrie wanted to go for 3 instead. He takes it down. He'll drive inside. Shot is up and banks it in. So Guthrie drops it in for 2. These two teams did not see each other during the regular season like Bram and Upsala did, so I was curious to see how this game would play out. Meanwhile, here is Swenson. He'll give on this near side to Youngberg. Youngberg over to Carlin. Carlin looks, gives now to Cosbab. Cosbab over to Olsen. Swenson. Swenson lost it, gives now to Carlin. Now trying to go inside, and it's going to be stolen away there by Lenners. Over to Laliberty on the far side now to Klein. And here's Guthrie. Guthrie over to Primus. Primus to Guthrie again. Fakes the three. He'll try and drive. There's nothing there, so he'll give to Laliberty. That shot going to be no good. And rebounded by Swenson. Now on this near side, Cosbab will kick back to Olsen, and he'll call out the play and let the offense get set. Kick on the far side to Cosbab, and oh man, too bad he didn't get that pass in a lot sooner because he had a wide open shot for a three, and this going to come up short. Guthrie with the rebound. And he'll give to Primus now on the far side here to Laliberty. Back to Primus. Primus now over to Lenners, and it's stolen away by Youngberg. Youngberg takes it all the way and drops it in for two. There you go. Needed that. And now it's 5-2. So Youngberg with a big steal. He takes it all the way for the fast break points and almost getting another one as he does, but it's into the hands back for Upsala. Guthrie will take another three. That's going to come up short, and can't quite see who got the rebound over there, but Ben Carlin going to get the block. I think it was rebounded. I'm not sure. I think Laliberty. Meanwhile, we got two substitutions here. It looks like 3 and 14 for Upsala. 3 is going to be Isaiah Sobiek. This shot is going to fall for 2 from Lenners. Make it 7-2. Meanwhile, on this near side, Youngberg for a long 2, going to be no good. As it was rebounded by Laliberty. Now on this near side, it is Laliberty with it. I'm trying to write down these names. Caleb Guthrie is number 14. Meanwhile, here's a shot that is no good. Swenson trying to get the rebound. Now it's on the floor, up for grabs. Youngberg is, I guess, going to get it up to Cosbab, and now up to Carlin. Carlin will look. He gives to Olsen. Olsen's going to pull it down, and he'll now give to Swenson. Swenson on the elbow, gives to Carlin at the top of the key. Now over to Youngberg. Youngberg will get a screen from Carlin, but there's just nothing doing there. Back out to Olsen. Olsen at the top of the key, give now to Swenson. Trying to go underneath to Carlin, and it's knocked out of bounds. Substitution here for Upsala. It's going to be number 15. He'll check in Noah Ripplinger. Here's the inbound. It'll go to Swenson. Now top of the key for Cosbab. Cosbab looks, spin move inside. Off balance shot. Going to be no good, but Youngberg is there for the big time rebound. And now Youngberg will turn around jumper to drop it in for 2. 7-4. Central trails on the Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Here's Ripplinger. He gives it out now to Guthrie. Guthrie on this near side to Sobiek. Back into the corner here for Caleb Guthrie. Excuse me, that's Carson Primus. Now on the far side, Ripplinger. 3, going to be no good, and it will wind up in the hands there of Braden Olsen. Up the court, they go to Youngberg. Youngberg's got all 4 points so far. Meanwhile, he gives to the far side, Carlin. Carlin now to Olsen. Olsen on the corner there. Carlin will give on this near side to Youngberg. What a toss there to Youngberg. Now to Swenson. Olsen. Cosbab. Going to get a foul here on Upsala. Going to get this one on Sobiek. I think they called him for the foul anyways. Meanwhile, into the game now is, oh, that's the wrong team. That's going to be 31, Cody Robinson in for Carlin. Now they give on this near side, Cosbab after the inbound. Swenson for 3. Oh, off the front of the rim. It is going to be rebounded there by Guthrie. Caleb Guthrie. And he'll hand it off to Lalaberty. Lalaberty at the top of the key gives on this near side to Sobiek. Sobiek. A three from Lalaberty. That's good. Oof. Yeah, this is not what you want to see if you're East Central, not the game you want to get into. As the inbound will go to Youngberg. Youngberg gets into a little bit of traffic. He lost the ball. It will roll into the hands of Cosbab. They got time, though, to get it up the court, and they do. Cosbab looking to drive inside. Kick to the far side. Swenson. Swenson now to Youngberg. And at the top of the key to Olsen. Now to Robinson. Robinson, he'll hold on to it, and they'll move it over to Youngberg on the far side. Youngberg will hand off to Cosbab. Like to see him maybe take that three opportunity there. And now Robinson will give to Cosbab. Three to shoot. Cosbab just throws up kind of a prayer. It's going to be no good, and Guthrie will get the rebound for Upsala. Now here they come with Sobiek. A long two is going to be no good, and they're going to get the rebound with Upsala. This is going to be Guthrie, no good, and this time the rebound for Reese Youngberg. So early on, Upsala moving a lot faster than East Central is, and getting some open looks. Fortunately, they're not able to get everything to fall, but East Central just hasn't really found any open looks. Robinson will now give to Olsen. Olsen to Youngberg. Youngberg back over to Swenson now. Swenson on this near side for Youngberg, and that is good for three. Well, there you go. You get a three yourself. That helps. Make it 10-7 now. But already you can see a little bit of maybe fatigue setting in for East Central. Upsala moves this ball around quickly. We're going to get a travel here on Upsala, and we'll get a substitution for East Central. Liam Riley will check into the game. Riley will come in for Swenson. So Cosbab getting set to inbound. Wanted to go to Olsen, but the defender got there real quick. And Olsen will still get it. Cosbab, he has it. He looks. Drift into the near side corner a little bit deeper. Now give there to Riley. Now to Swenson. Not quite sure who that was supposed to go to. I think there was a little bit of miscommunication there on that play. Somebody just not there where they were supposed to be. Meanwhile, a couple substitutions here for Upsala. And Quinn Guthrie checks back into the game, and he's the one who gets the inbound. He brings it forward and stops at the half-court line. Now driving to the far side. He looks, he picks up his dribble, and he's going to be able to find another one of his teammates there. That's going to be no good. Rebounded by Cosbab. Cosbab trying to make it a fast break, and it's going to be stopped, but Youngberg has it now in the corner. Kick to the top of the key to Riley. Now a Olsen three, and that's good from Braden Olsen. That'll tie us up at 10. There you go. Like to see the fearless there from Braden Olsen. 13 is in. William Schaefer for the Cardinals. The shot is up. No good, and it's rebounded by Upsala. Now we're going to get a... That's got to be a... foul here on Youngberg, and East Central doesn't quite agree with that, and I don't know. That was well, if it's not a foul, it was pretty close to one. Here's the inbound to Lenners. Lenners will take it at the top of the key. He'll drift now towards the far side. Kick back on this near side to Guthrie. Quinn Guthrie got Olsen to fall, and then he takes the three. It's going to miss, and there is Cosbab with the rebound. Cosbab gives up to Olsen. Olsen looks back out to Riley. Riley fakes the three, takes the three. Oh, just off the mark, and Quinn Guthrie will get the rebound. Good look there from Riley. I thought he shuffled maybe one time too many for that one. This is going to be, going to get a foul call here on Cody Robinson. I thought he had a clean block. They're going to say no, that there was too much contact there, so now Noah Ripplinger will shoot two. 8:50 to go here in the first half. Here's the first one. Well, it spent about 3 seconds spinning around the rim before it decided to go through there for Noah Ripplinger. This one, no good. And it'll be, oh my goodness, knocked out of bounds off of East Central. Wow. Well, Primus ran to get it. He threw it off a defender, and That's less than an idea. So Upsala goes pretty deep, by the way. They're getting in yet another substitution. Lucas Garrids is into the game. He wears number 11 for Upsala. On this near side, Lenners fakes the shot. He, well, get a good look, and he gets that one to fall. So 13-10. Olsen quickly up the court to Robinson. Robinson lets the defender go by, and then he can't get it to fall. Gets his own rebound, though, and then the turnaround jumper is good. Well, you'd like to see him make it on the first one, but he's lucky to get his rebound and then drop it in for two anyways. Here's Quinn Guthrie working on the defender, Swenson. Now Lenners will give over on this near side, Garrids. Garrids going to try and drive. He kicks back out Quinn Guthrie for three. Too much of a line drive there, and just in good position as Austin Klein, but then stole it away to Cody Robinson. Now up the court quickly to Swenson to Riley. Riley will look, trying to go inside to Robinson, but he's guarded just way too well. He's trying to give it to Cosbab, but it was tipped about 3 different times. He's able to get it back, and now Olsen will give back to Cosbab on this near side. Riley guarded by Guthrie, and he pulls it down, and he'll now give to Swenson. Now inside to Cody Robinson. High off the glass, it's good for two. Cody Robinson. Wow, what a confident play there by Cody Robinson. Up over the defender, kissing it off the glass for two. Now on this near side, can't quite see. Here is Guthrie, Quinn Guthrie, trying to work on Olsen. And the shot is up and good. Didn't quite see who got that one there. It's going to be Quinn Guthrie. Make it 15-14. But here come the Eagles. Back the other way. They'll go inside to Robinson. Robinson, he lost it. It's going to be stolen away here by Primus. And now on the far side, Quinn Guthrie going to try and go in transition for three. That's going to be no good. And it was Cody Robinson who gets the rebound. 15-14. Here's Cosbab. He'll get into the far side corner, give it off to Riley, and now Riley draws the foul there on Primus. So Carson Primus will get his first foul, team second. Pretty clean first half here by both of these teams. 4 fouls total as Carlin and Youngberg will check in for Riley and Robinson, and now we're going to get a timeout called here by East Central. So Coach Poach will call the timeout. It will be a full timeout. While he takes one, we will as well.
Hey, Mark. I spent about $3,500 on heating this last winter.
Whoa, sounds like you need to switch to a central boiler outdoor wood furnace like I did.
A wood furnace? That sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really. I have my wood delivered, and with a large firebox and a central boiler outdoor furnace, I usually just fill it once a day.
Whoa, that sounds great.
I heat my domestic water, garage, and I'm saving a ton of money every year.
Well, where do I get one?
Northland Boiler Sales is your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
Here at Pine City Family Chiropractic, we want to help you feel your best every day by offering a variety of services to help you recover from an injury, perform your best at sports, or just to help you unwind after a long work week. Let our team of highly trained chiropractors, massage therapists, and acupuncturists help you rest, recover, and restore your physical and mental well-being. Call us today at 320-629-6717 to schedule your next wellness day.
15-14 is the score. Upsala leads by 1 on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. 6:50 to go here in the first half. Meanwhile, Mora leads over Aiken in their section quarterfinals, 72-53 in the second half. So they possibly are on their way to a win over there at Duluth Denfeld. I should say up there. They're not over. They're up. They're northeast of here. But meanwhile, inbounding will be East Central. They'll find Carlin. Carlin going to try and work underneath. Oh, and he just had it simply stolen away by Austin Klein. Yeah, they're going to have to really take good care of the ball here in this game. Looks like Upsala going to be super, super advantageous on the ball, and you can't allow that kind of rebound. Klein gets it back. You were in good position. You just can't allow them to get that kind of a rebound. Block by Carlin. No surprise there that Carlin gets a block. And now, unfortunately, a three. They're going to get for Lenners. Well, they got a good block and then allow a three. That's not what you want to see. Meanwhile, 18-14, they're trying to work it up into the front court. They finally get it there. And now here's Olsen. Olsen trying to go to Youngberg. There was just nothing there. He winds up handing it off to him. And now Youngberg will hand off to Cosbab. A little bit more of a man defense here from Upsala, and we're going to get a foul here on, I think, Carlin offensively. And Carlin will pick up his first, team's third. And Coach Focht's going to have a conversation with the referee like, man, come on. Meanwhile, here are the Cardinals moving it back and forth across the court. Oh, Leonard's wide open again from three. That one's going to be no good. Rebound, Cody Robinson. He's been really impressive to watch here, Cody Robinson. Meanwhile, here's Robinson on the pass from Olsen. Robinson will give now to Youngberg. His team trails by 4 to Olsen now. Olsen going to try and drive, instead give to Youngberg. Reese Youngberg, off the mark for 3. Robinson almost kept it alive. But it'll be Lenners who gets it back. Lenners trying to drive, give on this near side, down to the corner for Klein for 3. That's going to be no good, and just going to be Cardinals winning the race for the rebound. Laliberty now back to Klein again for 3. Again going to miss, and it's going to be Guthrie this time with the rebound. Turnaround jumper is going to be no good. And finally, East Central is able to get a rebound. Cosbab brings it down. Cosbab looking. He'll try and go underneath to Robinson. Can't quite see. A little bit of traffic here for me. Robinson, he's just stuck under there. He gives to Youngberg. Finally finds now Swenson. Give to Youngberg again. Now over to Olsen. Olsen over to Swenson, trying to go underneath to Robinson. Robinson just at a disadvantage there. Good defense, but he draws a foul, and he'll go and shoot 2. Really good, confident play there by Robinson. Going to get this one on Lenners, his first, team's third. Again, still only 3 fouls on each side. And Robinson will shoot 2. First one is good. It went off the back of the rim, came and rolled on the front, and then rolled back in. So Robinson will now shoot the second. This one's good as well. So Robinson hits them both. That makes it 18-16. And a little bit of full court pressure being shown here by East Central. Then they back out of it, as bringing it forward is Laliberty. Laliberty on this near side. He cuts it back over to Guthrie. That's Quinn Guthrie, who's, not the guy you want to leave open like that. He's going to miss on the initial 3. Then he's able to get his own rebound. Had some long rebounds here this afternoon. Meanwhile, this is going to be no good, and it's going to be Cosbab who gets the rebound for East Central. Trying to bring it forward, and, Quinn Guthrie had his shoe kind of come off. And miscommunication. Not quite on the same page were Swenson and Reese Youngberg. Yeah, and that ball's just going to go out of bounds. Swenson was looking for Youngberg. Youngberg cut to the basket, and Swenson was looking for him in the corner, and, nobody home, so it's going to be a turnover. 4 minutes to go in the first half. 18-16 is the score. Cardinals with the lead by 2. Well, here is Ripplinger. He takes it. He's going to try and take it inside. Now give on the near side here to Primus. Primus going to drive. Kick on the far side to Laliberty. Laliberty for 3. That's good. Well, they've got some guys that can really shoot, and they make that one again. Meanwhile, here's Swenson. Give now to Robinson. Robinson, don't be fooled. This young man can hit it from outside as well. Now here's Swenson. He's waiting for it. Meanwhile, it's Cosbab who gets it back. Robinson inside. He's going to drop it in for 2. Well, 21-18 now. Here's Guthrie. He'll take the 3. Swenson got there, but too much space. And if that's the game that Upsala wants to play, East Central's going to have to be way stronger defense. And now Cosbab gets the pass from Olsen, as Olsen was, there's a lot of contact there they didn't call. And now Youngberg inside, giving outside on the far side corner to Cosbab. I thought he had enough space for a 3 there. Instead, he will just pull it down and pass it. Now Cosbab gets it back at the top of the key. He's going to try and drive inside. They're going to call it a block. Cosbab gets it back. The fadeaway is going to be no good, and it's rebounded there by Primus. They're going to slow it down with the Cardinals just a little bit. Laliberty will give on the far side to Primus. Now on the far side corner to Guthrie. Guthrie going to pull it down and now give back to Primus at the top of the key. On this near side, he gives to Laliberty. Top of the key once again to Primus. East Central guarding inside, and now kick here to Lenners. Laliberty, and he takes the 3 again. This is going to be no good. Youngberg will pull this one in. Youngberg with the rebound, and he's looking to go all the way. Ooh, yeah, rush that one. You need to slow it down just a little bit, gear down, and find an outlet, because there was no way he was going to have a good look that time, and it winds up being as good as a turnover, really. They didn't get even a chance for an offensive rebound. Here's Guthrie on the far side. Give to Lalaberty now on this near side. Primus left alone. 3 is going to be off the mark, and that's going to go and be a rebound for Upsala. That is Lalaberty. Lalaberty is inside. It's going to be good, I think, for Ripplinger. Yeah, it will be Ripplinger who drops in for 2. And all of a sudden, it's starting to not get out of hand by any stretch of the imagination. It's only 8 points, but East Central is going to have to get things going offensively. Robinson going to pull up from 3. Woo-hoo-hoo! What an answer from Robinson. He says, fine, stay a little off. You don't know that I can hit it from here. 26-21. That's a big-time play for East Central. They really needed that one. Now on the far side to Lalaberty. Back on the top of the key to Lenners. Lenners had it poked out by Swenson, and then he lost it. And East Central fans not happy, as they thought it was lost out of bounds by Upsala, but that's not going to be the case, and Upsala will catch a massive, massive break. So they're going to reset the shot clock. I don't know if that's true, because we didn't get a change of possession there. I think it should still be 17. Well, they're going to get Liam Riley into the game for Swenson. Man, Swenson comes back to the sideline and says, man, that was off them. And Coach Roach says, I know, nothing we can do now about it. Meanwhile, they will inbound, and they'll go to Schaefer. Schaefer will give off on the far side here to Guthrie. That's Caleb Guthrie now into the corner. And now they work it to Lalaberty again, now on the far side. Noah Ripplinger will take the 3. It's going to be off the mark and right into the hands of Sobiek. His shot going to be up from 3, no good. Youngberg is able to pull in the rebound. Youngberg hands back to Olsen, and Olsen going to slow it down just ever so slightly as he gives to Youngberg. He's going to try and get this thing set. Youngberg will dribble, give to Olsen. Olsen going to try and drive, as should have been a foul there. He had way more than the ball. Now Riley kicks out to Cosbab. Cosbab will look. Going to slow it down. Kick now to Robinson. Robinson thought about the long 3. There's just nothing there, and that Youngberg is able to get that back, and now we're going to get a foul. That's about time. We're going to get this one on Isaiah Sobiek. His second, team's 4th. And East Central will inbound from this near sideline. No time on the shot clock, as there's only 15 seconds left to go in this first half. If East Central could score the last bucket of the half, that would be big, because even if it's a 2, they get themselves back within 1 possession going into half. With 9 to shoot. Now 8, and now 7. Here's Cosbab. Didn't quite handle that one as well as he would have liked to have, and this shot is going to be up. No good, and it's in time, but no good. There on the rebound from Lalaberty. So that is going to do it for our first half of action. It's been really close. It's been really physical. It has been a good one here so far. That is going to do it for our first half of action. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll hear a word from our fine sponsors. And then when we come back, we will have our halftime show brought to you by Hones Auto Body and Glass and more.
If you're gonna stop and fuel up, you might as well stop at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store. And if you need a little something for that party, right now save on Pepsi 12 packs are 2 for $16. Firewood bundles get 3 for $26. Mix and match breakfast and lunch sandwiches are just 2 for $6. And don't forget, Food Network's Guy Fieri's Flavortown menu line, burritos, sandwiches, and churros. Fill up, load up, and save at your Pine City Freeway Holiday Station store today.
When it comes to yours or your loved one's end-of-life celebration, there are many options. Find guidance from the professionals at Methvin Funeral and Cremation Services. Church services, celebration of life services at one of their chapels, a ceremony in a park, or even cremation. Methvin has the resources to facilitate everything from start to finish. Methvin Funeral and Cremation in Mora, Hinckley, Sandstone, and Isle, or find them online at methvinfuneralhome.com, serving our community since 1912.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
Looking for bingo with a bang? Saturday, March 28th, 2 p.m. Gun Bingo at Doc Sports Bar and Grill in Sturgeon Lake. You get a chance to win firearms instead of cash. Yep, shotguns, rifles, pistols. Bingo! It's all for a great cause, supporting the East Central Spurs, a local chapter of Pheasants Forever. Great food, great fun, and prizes with a bang. Make a day of it. Visit DocSportsBarSturgeon.com to pre-register. Gun Bingo! Saturday, March 28th, Doc's in Sturgeon Lake.
At First National Bank of Malacca, with offices in Malacca, Isle, Gilman, and Zimmerman, they pride themselves on providing small-town, personalized customer service with updated technology solutions that allow you to bank with them anytime, anywhere, whether you value calling or stopping in to talk to a real live banker, or value the convenience of online or mobile banking. They've got you covered. If you're looking for a bank that cares about you or your community, come to First National Bank at one of their 4 branch offices. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Configuring the Bluetooth, deciding who controls the music, remembering where you parked. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your vehicle doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like remembering if you're on the 3rd or 4th level of the parking garage. That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Get your quote today at pineagency.us. Pineagency.us.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Butch, Christie, and the crew at Hones Auto Body and Glass have over 44 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are ICAR and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass. In Mora, Hones. They'll fix you up right.
Hi, Rob. Hey, why have you been so happy lately?
It's because I no longer pay for hot water.
What? You have 4 teenagers that take all-day showers. How do you not pay for hot water?
Well, I put in a central boiler outdoor furnace that heats my house, my garage, and now I have virtually endless free hot water.
Wow, that's great. With my 10 kids, I'll really save some money. Where do I get a furnace?
Check with your local central boiler dealer, of course.
Northland Boiler Sales, your local central boiler sales dealer. Visit northlandboilersales.com.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Back here on Anthem Country WCMP at the half, the Eagles trail the Cardinals of Upsala 26-21. Taking a look at some of the halftime stats here. Leading the way for the Upsala Cardinals was Quinn Guthrie with 10 points, 7 for Calvin Leonard, 6 for Lalaberty, and 3 for Noel Riplinger. They had 3 steals and 4 fouls. On the other side for the East Central Eagles, leading the way was Cody Robinson with 11 points there in that first half. Youngberg had 7. Olsen had 3. Rebound-wise, they had a couple guys with 5, Cosmab and Youngberg. They had 2 steals, 2 blocks, though, and 3 team fouls. So not the first half you would have liked to have seen from East Central defensively. I thought they allowed too many open looks. Now, again, I'm saying this as I get to sit here and armchair quarterback, so take this with a grain of salt. But I thought they just unfortunately allowed too many open looks. And I think right now at this point, Upsala is a little bit of the faster team. So East Central is getting a little bit behind, but it's not like it's super bad. It's just maybe a half step. So, but one of the biggest things is that Upsala is taking full-on advantage of East Central being and getting out of position, and for the Cardinals, they have just capitalized on that, and they've done a good job all afternoon. And one of the biggest things is the open looks from threes. The threes have been what have really kind of killed the Eagles. If you look in this first half, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threes in the first half, responsible for 15 of their 26 points. So there have been only 11 other points scored in the first half. So, again, if you're East Central, you know, but the problem is with Upsala is they're so very good from kind of everywhere on the court. They can do it on the perimeter. They can do it from inside. So that's the kind of the trouble with it is yes, you're trying to guard them outside from the perimeter, but at the same time, well, they can also go inside and get it done. But I think if you're East Central, you're looking at that first half and you're going, all right, we need to defend the perimeter a little bit better. And it's not that you're not going to worry about the inside plays. It's just the perimeter is where you need to guard a little bit, because I think you trust, well, I know they trust Robinson and Carlin and Cosbab and guys like that inside. So I think you lean a little bit more into that trust and say, hey, it's up to you now. You got to defend the inside a lot more than in the first half. That's what you're just going to have to do. And you're going to have to lean into that trust, and then you're going to have to trust the other guys to defend the perimeter, because right now that's kind of where they're getting most of their work done. Is Upsala is on the perimeter, those long threes. And give credit to Upsala, though. They're doing a good job of moving the ball around, inside out, across the court to open up those shots. But again, East Central is going to have to understand that kind of that's their game, and they need to get back and defend the perimeter a little bit better here in the second half. For East Central offensively, I didn't think they did a bad job, but I did think they left some, I don't want to say points because you can't tell if it would go in or not, but I think they left some opportunities out there. I thought there were a couple opportunities where they had some open looks that they just decided not to take, and then they had to kind of force some other shots, and obviously those missed. So I would like to see them, and again, it's hard because if you take those shots, you're kind of forcing it, and you don't want to have your team forcing shots, because if you're not getting a good look, well then it's going to be an easy rebound for the other side, and that's certainly not what you want. So it's kind of a balance for East Central right now of taking some of those shots that are a little bit, that are guarded, maybe not great, but are just guarded okay, and then and being confident in taking the shots over defenders, because you can hit them. You've proven it in that first half that you can do it, and you've got a lot of guys who can shoot the ball really well. So just trust them and know that they are going to be able to get it done, and just be a little bit more aggressive. I'd like to see that defense be a little bit more aggressive here for East Central in the second half. A pretty clean first half, so we'll see what comes of half number 2. That's going to do it for the Hones Auto Body and Glass halftime show. We're going to go ahead, take a commercial break, then we'll be back for the start of half number 2 on WCMP.
Are you looking for the perfect way to promote your business? Custom apparel's the answer, and tdealers.com makes it easy. Let's build your brand together. From the design stage to production, we are on your team to create gear that gets noticed. Whether you're building a brand or repping your business, we got your back. High quality merch, fast turnaround, and no stress. So go to tdealers.com and check out our winter sweatshirt special.
Back here to begin half number 2. The Eagles trail by 5 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Meanwhile, do have an update for you from Duluth-Denfeld High School. The Mora Mustangs did defeat the Aiken Gobblers 77-57, so they will move on and play in their section semifinal on Wednesday at UMD against Pequot Lakes. So we'll be out there for that one as well, and we'll bring you that action. Meanwhile, Upsala will start with, they'll go left to right on your radio dial, East Central right to left. Upsala has it. It's Quinn Guthrie who begins a set with the ball, and now they'll move this ball around. Again, this is kind of what they do. They back and forth, move on one side, and then find an outlet outside. Meanwhile, here's Carlin again with a block and the steal. Well, you knew he was going to make an impact inside. And that's what I meant. You just got to trust the big man inside, know he's going to get it done, and then go back and get the offense rolling. Because you know they're just going to try and shoot a lot from outside. But when they do drive inside, just trust Carlin to get it done because you know he can. Meanwhile, this pass to Swenson, oh my goodness, did they get ever so lucky. But then the missed shot from Swenson. I think he was just hurried a little bit as this will be rebounded by Klein. That pass to Swenson went off a back of a defender, and he was able to get it, but then obviously he was rushed. I think that shot was made there by Quinn Guthrie. So Guthrie makes another 3 over East Central defender, and that's what I'm talking about. You just need to take more, guard the long 3. Meanwhile, Lenners is going to get the miss from Reese Youngberg, and now again, you don't want to be forcing them as Lenners will drive inside. That's what I'm talking about right there. Guthrie will take a 3. He's going to miss, but Klein, and that's another thing. They have been able to get some offensive boards that East Central absolutely cannot be pleased with. Oh, what a drive inside by Lenners. That's just simply a good play by him. So it's quickly a fast start, 5-0 run so far for Upsala, and East Central's looking to cut that off here. Swenson wanting to go inside to Carlin, but there's nothing there, so he'll give out to Youngberg. Now to Carlin, and Carlin will take the 3. That's going to be off the mark. And again, Carlin has to play a little bit differently than he would like because of that lower leg injury. Again, we're not going to get into it too much, but he definitely has to play a little bit different than he'd like. We're going to get a timeout called here, I think, by East Central, and yes, we will take one while they do as well.
Are you tired of spending your weekends on yard work? Central Outdoor Services in Pine City is your complete solution for all things outdoors. From perfectly manicured lawns to stunning landscaping and patio installations, we've got you covered. Need a boulder wall, some light dirt work, a fire pit, or even reliable snow removal in the winter? We do that too. Central Outdoor Services is here to give you back your free time so you can enjoy your yard instead of working on it. Visit centraloutdoormn.com to learn more or give us a call today.
Back here on WCMP, Eagles with the timeout early in this second half. They've seen a 5-0 run so far. Offense has not looked where they want it to be at this point, but they can switch things around in a hurry. We do know that. So the inbound, it will be Cardinals with the ball. And here's Quinn Guthrie again. He's been a 3 machine. He's at 3 of them in this game. As he'll give it off on the far side to Lenners. Again, this is kind of their go-to. They move the ball, open 3. But they've been trying to drive inside a little bit more in this half, and now they'll find an outlet outside. That's going to be no good from Lalaberty, and it's going to wind up in the hands of Quinn Guthrie, and now a long 2 from Lalaberty is good. Make it 33-21. And here is Olsen to bring it forward. Olsen will give on the far side to Cosbab. Cosbab, he hasn't been able to take shots like I would like to see him in this game, and that's really unfortunate because he's a really good shooter. Meanwhile, here's a 3. It's going to be well off the mark, and that's going to be rebounded by Primus. Quinn Guthrie, guarded by Cosbab. Get on the far side to Primus. Primus. Give to Guthrie. Drive inside. Kick out now to Lalaberty. And now to Klein. That's 2 for Klein. 35-21. Here's Olsen with the ball. Now he'll kick to the far side, Swenson. Swenson's going to take a long 3. Off the mark, though, into the hands of Youngberg. Now out to Carlin. Carlin hands it off to Olsen. Olsen trying to go underneath to Carlin. And he'll look for the hook shot. That's going to be no good. Rebounded there by Lenners. Here's Primus on this near side to Lalaberty. Nothing doing on the 3, so he gives to Lenners. Into the corner near side. And he'll dribble out of it, now in the paint. Give outside. Here's Primus for 3. This is his first shot from long range tonight, and that's going to be no good. It will just roll out of bounds. Into the game now is Cody Robinson, but also into the game is going to be number 2. That you're going to bring in Robbie White. So White into the game for East Central, and Olsen will bring this one forward. And now he'll look. Miscommunication, and I think it was supposed to be Robbie White in the spot again. Olsen looking for someone on this near side. White cut inside, and just a little bit of miscommunication there. Meanwhile, Upsala will have it back. Lenners off the glass, no good. And then it's put back for two. I didn't quite see who that was. Again, got some traffic. Will Schaefer, he got the rebound and two. 37-21. Oof, tough start here. Now a give inside and another steal here by Lenners, and East Central is just not taking good care of the ball at this point. Well, here's a shot inside. It's going to be no good. Robinson will get the rebound there for East Central. They'll move this ball quickly up the court. Here's Cosbab. Cosbab, the floater. It's going to be no good. And Lalaberty with the rebound. 11-0 run to begin half number two so far for Upsala, and East Central just hoping to make a stop to stop the run. And now here's Lenners. Lenners, he'll start, stop. And give it on the far side for three. It's going to be no good. Somehow Schaefer's able to pull in the rebound, and Lalaberty for a long two is going to be no good, and we're going to get a rebound here for Cosbab. Austin Klein will get the foul there for Upsala. Get a couple substitutions here for the Cardinals. Inbound will go to, I think that was White, and he gives it back to Cosbab. Cosbab. Bring it forward, trying to drive inside. Got stuck for a moment. Turnaround jumper going to be no good. Youngberg going to get the rebound, though, so they'll reset top the key to Olsen. Olsen will try to lob it inside to Robinson, but that was not a smart pass there. Riplinger's going to get the steal. Then they'll try and pass this outside as they were in the paint. And it's going to go to nobody, so it will be a turnover here for the Cardinals. Carlin will check back into the game for Youngberg. It will be East Central ball as it only inbounded to Olsen. Olsen gets a screen from Carlin, and Olsen then will call out the play. Olsen looks to White. White has it on the far side. White almost gave it up, and he lost it, but he's able to get it back. And oh my goodness, how is that not a foul? I guess it's going to be stolen away by Lalaberty, but how is that not a foul? This foul shot is up, no good, and they're going to get a foul here on East Central. I think they were waiting to see if that ball was going to go in or not, and if it didn't, they were going to call the foul. Robbie White's going to get called for his first, team's first, and Lalaberty will shoot two. First one is up and good. Lalaberty, no good on that one. And it's rebounded by Cosbab. So one of two there. And here comes Cosbab. I'll give it on the near side, Swenson to Olsen. Olsen, give to Cosbab. Cosbab is trying to find somewhere open. Carlin, he wanted to take the three. He will eventually find it, and there you go. There's Carlin from three. 38-24. So they end the run, but it was a 12-0 run to begin this second half for Upsala. Man, oh man. Not ideal if you are East Central, but now East Central trying to get back defensively, excuse me. This shot's going to be no good, and somehow Upsala pulls the rebound in. And that is what you cannot have if you're East Central, because then here's a three now from Schaefer. 41-24. Olsen will hand to Swenson, and now Swenson quickly to the far side. Give to Cosbab. Cosbab will pull up from three. Going to be no good. And it'll be Carlin who pulls it down into Cosbab. Cosbab threw a ton of contact, but he drops it in for two. Those are his first points on the evening. They get 41-26. Meanwhile, on this near side elbow. Here is the ball. It is lost, and it's going to stay with East Central. And I think that went off of the leg of Carlin, so it'll go out of bounds and stay with Upsala. Inbound here to Guthrie. They'll start in the backcourt. He's guarded by Swenson, and he'll bring it forward. Now on this near side, they give here to Ripplinger. Ripplinger back to Guthrie. On the elbow for three from Laliberty. That's going to be no good, and again, they get the rebound by Primus. That is one of the toughest things here in this game is Upsala has been able to get way too many offensive rebounds, and you just can't have that if you're East Central. This will be a jump ball. Possession points the way of East Central. So they'll get the ball back after tying it up. So East Central will inbound. They give it to Olsen, and Olsen will drive on Guthrie. He spins back around trying to set things up at the top of the key. He'll call out the play now. He'll look to this near side to Cosbab. Cosbab had a lot of contact on him. They didn't get nothing there. Carlin, he'll pull it down. Now give it to Robinson. Robinson gets around. Oh, he also got hooked there. Meanwhile, here's a shot that's going to be no good. Rebounded by Primus. And it's up and in for two by Lenners. Timeout called here by Upsala. 43-26 is the score. We'll take a timeout as well.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
Well, it's been a tough start to the second half for East Central. Not the way they would have liked to seen this one start. Started with a, what did I say, 12-0 run, 14-0 run, something like that. East Central's defense has just allowed way too many offensive rebounds for Upsala. So if you're East Central, I think that's one of the biggest things here is, hey, we need to tighten up defensively. We have to get these rebounds. It's to a point where if we're not, then we have to be scoring every time on offense, which they're not able to do as of yet. Carlin wanted the three. He has to pull it down as he was guarded by Laliberty. Now give to Olsen. Olsen will go inside to Carlin. Carlin will take it back outside for a long three. That's going to be no good. And Swanson tried to swat it out to Carlin, but it's going to be rebounded by Laliberty. Now to Klein. Now to Laliberty again. Guarded by Carlin. Carlin will step back inside, and Laliberty has it back guarded by Olsen. Yeah, they're going to move this ball around. They're okay with taking time off the clock. We're already 9 minutes through this second half. Laliberty takes the quick three, and that's good. 46-26. And here comes Olsen. Olsen forward quickly, then puts on the brakes. It's a screen from Carlin, but just good defense there from Upsala. Cosbab give to Olsen. Olsen going to try and drive baseline, puts the reverse layup in for two. Good looking layup there for Olsen. Makes it 46-28. Here is Quinn Guthrie. They give to Lenners. Lenners guarded well, but now in the corner on the far side. They give to Klein, now back to Laliberty. And here's Guthrie. Guthrie trying to spin move inside. It's going to be a travel. Yeah, absolutely. Can't move that plant foot, and that's exactly what he did. So East Central will inbound. They go to Cody Robinson, and now to Olsen. Olsen brings it forward. He lost it for a moment, gets it back, give it to Cosbab. Cosbab on the far side gets a screen from Carlin. Cosbab for three, going to be well short into the hands of Lenners. Lenners at the top of the key. Now give over to Guthrie. Quinn Guthrie going to drive inside into the offensive charge. Nice job there. The central defender to take that one. Quinn Guthrie will pick up his first foul. 7:35 to go. Youngberg and Riley check in for Robinson and Carlin. And then we get a timeout here for East Central. So East Central calls a timeout, 46-28. They trail with 7:35 to go in the second half. We'll be back after a quick word from our fine sponsors.
ECE Fiber Internet, the best choice for you. Affordable packages for home and business with reliable service and no hidden fees. ECE Fiber, connecting you to what matters most. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's ORDERECEFIBER.com.
In service to one, in service to all, for over 100 years, the Pine City Knights of Columbus has donated thousands of dollars and volunteered countless hours to many great programs in the Pine City community. Stay tuned for more information about their upcoming events. They need your support at these events to help raise funds for the continued support of these programs.
Back here on WCMP, the Eagles trail here on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard, 46-28 to the Upsala Cardinals. Upsala have been one of the, if not the hottest team in all of Class Single A here. Again, they started 5-5. It was a 15-16 run to finish the regular season. And that's wins. They won 15-16 to finish the regular season. So a pretty impressive run here for the Cardinals. I think at this point it's 16-17 they've won, so just been crazy impressive. And East Central trying to end that streak. Meanwhile, inbound for the Eagles will go to Youngberg, and Youngberg will now bring it forward. He'll give over to Swenson. Swenson going to try and drive. Now he gives to Riley. Riley to Cosbab. Cosbab. A little bit more of a spring in the step here of East Central coming out of that timeout, but that shot is going to miss, and it's going to be Primus with the rebound. He'll give it back to Lalaberty, and Lalaberty will bring it forward. He'll look, and he'll give it on the far side to Lenners. Lenners going to try and drive now on the outside. He'll give in the corner to, can't quite see, that's Garrett's. Garrett's will drive inside, top of the key, Lalaberty. A lob shot, going to be no good. Rebounded by Youngberg. Youngberg pulls it down, and now to Olsen. Olsen gives on the far side to Cosbab. Cosbab looking, he'll give to Swenson. Swenson back to Cosbab. Cosbab will, he thought about three, now he pulls it down to Swenson to Youngberg. Youngberg at the top of the key, he lost it. It will roll its way to Olsen, and now Olsen lost it. And Olsen going to try and drive. We're going to get a foul here on Upsala. That's going to go against Klein, his second. .6:29 to go. 13 foul on Upsala. Inbound will go to, I think that's Cosbab on the far side. Excuse me, it's Riley. He gives a Cosbab now, and Cosbab eyeing up the defense. He'll put a floater up at the basket. It's going to be no good. Youngberg, my goodness, been a rebound machine this afternoon, and now this ball going to go out of bounds, and I think they're going to say it was last touched by East Central. So we'll go back to Upsala. So Upsala will get set to inbound, and they inbound it here to Garrett's. Garrett's will bring it forward into this near side corner. Back to Garrett's. They'll try and drive. Now Primus. There's Lalaberty. That's going to be no good. And Cosbab gets the rebound. Over to Olsen, now back to Cosbab on the far sideline. Cosbab at the top of the key. I thought he could have had a shot from there. Instead, he'll give it to Youngberg. Youngberg's going to take the shot. And that's going to be just off the mark, and going to get a foul here on Upsala. That one's going to go against Sam Lalaberty. And Olsen will get set to inbound for East Central. Nobody moving. They finally get it to Youngberg. Youngberg to Riley. Riley will look. Goes to Swenson. Swenson almost lost it. Now to Youngberg. Youngberg gets fouled. Another foul here on Upsala. Primus will pick up his second. And Olsen will inbound once again. They'll lob it into Swenson at the top of the key. Now to Cosbab. Cosbab over to Youngberg. He gets a screen. Give over to Olsen. Olsen on the far side. He's going to try and drive inside. Olsen will put up a shot too strong. And rebounded there by Klein. Primus, he'll give now to Lalaberty at the top of the key. Excuse me, now on this near side, Klein. Klein will give to Lalibert at the top of the key. Klein, no good, and a rebound again. Another offensive rebound here for the Cardinals. And again, if you're the Eagles, it's becoming a point where it's kind of unacceptable because you're allowing them so many second and third chance scoring opportunities, and they're going to get another one back just because they're more aggressive after it. Klein will get it. Now another three on the far side. It's going to be no good. It's going to be a shot clock violation. And East Central will get it back. Well, positive is they didn't allow Upsala to score. Negative is they allowed them 2 big rebounds offensively. Here comes Swenson. Swenson going to turn on the Jets up the court, and he's going to look to take it all the way, and then he leaves it short on the shot. Then this is rebounded by Riley, and he gets fouled. He'll go to line and shoot 2. This is going to go against Isaiah Sobiek. So Liam Riley will shoot 2 now. And this one's good. 46-29. And checking in for the Eagles will be number 11. That is Oliver Carlin. And here's Riley. Riley, no good on that one. I think that should be East Central ball. Yeah, it will be. So Riley, 1 of 2 there. And Upsala knocked it out of bounds. East Central will inbound to Oliver Carlin. Carlin looks, he gives to Swenson. Swenson now to Olsen for 3. That is good. Well, they've been looking for that a lot more here in this game, 46-32. And up the court they go quickly. Now to Quinn Guthrie. Guthrie, he'll give it back at the top of the key to Lenners. Lenners will shift to the far side. Now looking back to Guthrie, and he'll give to Lalibert. In this near side corner, Guthrie. Guthrie, he'll look to drive. Oliver Carl. Well, I thought he had a good play. Oh, they're not going to get it on Carlin. They're going to get on Liam Riley. His first, team's second. And at the line to shoot 2 is Quinn Guthrie. First one's good. A little bit of scoring drought here for both these teams, but we finally get back to it with under 4 minutes to go in the game. Quinn Guthrie. This one good as well. So Guthrie hits them both. That'll make it 48-32. And here's Olsen again. Olsen will give to Oliver Carlin. He gets around 1 defender, give to Youngberg. Youngberg back to Olsen. Olsen will give top of the key to Riley. Liam Riley to the basket. Well, shot won't count, but he does draw a foul here on Quinn Guthrie. Be their team 7th, and Riley will shoot 2. Well, they say a 1-and-1, I guess. That one's going to be no good. And rebounded there by Upsala. So with 3:30 to go in the game, it's a 16-point difference. And East Central is going to draw a foul here on Oliver Carlin. That'll be his first, team's third. But again, 3:30 to go. So East Central's going to have to kick up the pressure a little bit. Their offense is going to have to start moving a little bit faster because well, time working against them, and 16 points is not going to be easy to make up here in a game like this. Been a defensive battle between these two teams, and I kind of thought it might be. Well, here's Upsala with it. Leonard's going to drive, kick outside to Quinn Guthrie. That's too much of a line drive shot, and yeah, just too good a position there. Lalibert gets the rebound. Here's Guthrie. He traveled. Ball will go back to East Central. Youngberg will inbound, and he gives to Riley. Riley will try and get around the defender. He gets forward, gives to Oliver Carlin. Carlin will try and drive. Oliver Carlin has it blocked and stolen away. I thought, but it's going to be a travel. I think it was blocked by Lalibert and stolen away by Guthrie, but then they traveled, and the ball goes back to East Central. So East Central catches a break there, and inbound to Carlin. Oh, and he just can't get it to fall. And I think they were waiting to see if it went in or not. And because it didn't, they're going to get the foul. Lalibert going to get called for the foul. His second. Team's eighth. It'll be 2 for Oliver Carlin. 2:50 left to go in the game. Oliver Carlin comes up short on that one. And Carlin no good on that one. So no good on both. It's rebounded by Schaefer of Upsala. They'll go up the court and can't quite see. It's Lenners. Lenners will give to Lalibert. Timeout called here by Upsala. And with that, we'll take one as well.
CF Moto gives you everything you're looking for in off-road side-by-sides and utility by-sides. Not only does CF Moto offer comfort, but refined performance, and is found at Caswell Cycle and Mora. For those craving big adventures for off-road, CF Moto can help you get out on that next adventure with CF Moto Power Sports. Experience more together. The best place to purchase CF Moto off-road side-by-sides is Caswell Cycle. The fun starts here. Caswell Cycle, Mora. Motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides can be dangerous to operate. Review all product manuals, labels, and safety information before operating. Always wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Visit CFMotoUSA.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
2:40 to go, season on the line here for East Central. They're down by 16, and again, in a game like this, 16 points are going to be hard to come by, but they're going to have to turn up the pressure pretty significantly if they want to get those 16 points before the end of this game. Upsala has done a really good job. This has just been a really good defensive game here for both sides, but Upsala has played a little bit, not necessarily cleaner because they've got 8 fouls here in the second half, but they've just had way more opportunities offensively. They've been able to get those second and third and sometimes even fourth chance scoring opportunities. So East Central would like to see a little bit better rebounding defensively. Meanwhile, here's a shot blocked by Liam Riley. And we get a foul. That one's going to be on Braden Olson. His first, team's fourth. So Upsala will inbound. Lalibert will look, and he'll give top of the key to Klein. Now over to Lenners. Lenners inside, and he'll give over. And the drive there, going to back it out to Lalibert for 3. It's going to be off the mark, and Youngberg is going to get yet another rebound. I think he's got now 10. Youngberg will slow it down just a little bit, and he'll look, and he'll hand it off to Olson. Olson will direct traffic, and now he'll look and give on the far side there to Swenson for 3. It's going to go over the back of the backboard, and it will be Upsala ball. Inbound will go here on this near side, and they're going to have to foul with 1:54 to go. Riley will give that foul, and that's only his second, but only the team's 5th, so they need 2 more quickly to send Upsala to the line. And Primus will inbound to Klein. And Riley's going to pick up his 3rd. Team's now 6th. Quinn Guthrie will check back into the game. And they'll get another foul here. It's going to be Liam Riley, his fourth. And it will be Will Schaefer who will head to the line and shoot a 1-and-1. Substitution here for Upsala. Minute 46 to go. And Schaefer, first one, no good, and it's going to be rebounded there by Cosbab. Cosbab gets it inside, and you're going to get a foul here. So it'll be a 1-and-1 now for Cosbab after this foul on Will Schaefer, his first. Robbie White checks in, as will number 21. That'll be Isaac Ludwig. And Cosbab, no good. As that was rebounded by Primus. Now we get a timeout called here by Upsala. And they'll take a timeout, and so will we. We got some ads to get through. Thank you to our fine sponsors.
Did you know that at Pine City Family Chiropractic you can unwind and de-stress with a relaxing massage? Pine City Family Chiropractic is proud to offer massage therapy as an addition to your health and wellness goals. Our therapists are highly trained in many modalities from therapeutic to relaxing. Each of our therapists can customize your session to your specific needs. Call Pine City Family Chiropractic at 320-629-6717 to schedule your massage today.
Are you interested in a technical degree that can quickly help you land your dream career? Or maybe you've always dreamed of going to a 4-year college, but you'd like to start close to home. Either way, Pine Technical and Community College has you covered. PTCC offers more than 50 degrees in hot fields like healthcare information technology, advanced manufacturing, and business. PTCC is now accepting applications. Financial aid may be available online at pine.edu. Starting out or starting over, find your future at Pine Technical and Community College.
Back here on WCMP, the Cardinals lead 48-32 on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. They will have the ball out of this timeout, I believe anyways. Yes. So 1:32 to go. And inbound now on this near side for Lalibert. Lalibert is going to get through really good job there getting through some traffic. And now here it will be a foul drawn there on Ludwig. And it will be, who will it be at the line? Looks like Lenners for the 1-and-1. First one is good. 49-32, been kind of a sluggish second half for both teams, but a really good start to the half for Upsala is really the difference here in this one, as that one is good. So Lenners drops them both in. It's 50-32, and Liam Riley trying to get through some traffic and keeps his distance from the defender, and now he's into a little bit of a bad spot. He gives to Cosbab, now to Olsen. And Olsen will give there to Riley. Riley trying to figure out a way through the defender. Now gets to Ludwig. Ludwig to Olsen. Olsen will try and drive, and he'll just put one up at the basket. Cosbab comes down with the rebound and somehow not able to get that one to fall. And now this one is going to be taken back. I think that was Lenners who got the rebound. And they'll just try and drain the rest of this clock. And this foul will go on Robbie White. Be his second, and what is this, the team's 9th? So still a 1-and-1 here for Lalibert. 44 seconds to go, and sadly the East Central season will come to a close. As Lalibert no good on that one. Rebounded by Cosbab. Cosbab will give to White. White's going to take the long three. It's going to, technically got net, but it didn't go through the hoop. And now we're going to get a foul here on Cosbab. His first, team's 10th, so it'll be 2 shots no matter what. 32 seconds to go as it will be, who's going to shoot the two? Lenners for Upsala. Lenners' first one is good. So we get 3, 11, and 44 to check into the game. 3 is Dane Swenson. And 44 is Nolan Hansen. And while Lenners, he's no good on the second. So 1 and 2 there for Lenners. It was rebounded by Ludwig. Yeah, as we got under 20 seconds left. And this game, unfortunately, is going to go the way of Upsala. This shot going to come up short. And it will be Lalibert to get the rebound to finish this one off. So the final will be Upsala getting the victory, 51 to 32. So that is going to be it here as East Central falls to Upsala, 51 to 32. Well, what a great year it was again for the Eagles of East Central. We'll be back with our Pizza Pub of Pine City post-game show to wrap up this one and give a shout-out to all the seniors here for East Central. So tune in for the Pizza Pub of Pine City post-game show right after a word from our fine sponsors.
Here's the pitch.
Here's the pitch in North Branch, the area's premier indoor batting cages and training facility. State-of-the-art pitching machines for softball and baseball. Rent cages with machines or bring your own pitcher. Here's the Pitch also offers instruction from experienced players. And Here's the Pitch has enough room for coaches to bring the whole team for training. Here's the Pitch in the North Branch Outlet Mall. ECE Fiber is built by your community for your community. Work, play, and stay connected to what matters most. We offer affordable home and business packages with no hidden fees and 24/7 support. ECE Fiber, easy to use, simple to set up. That's a cooperative difference. Visit orderecefiber.com. That's orderecefiber.com today.
Pizza Pub in Pine City has a pizza and salad buffet on Fridays.
Not the right vibe. Trav and the gang at Pizza Pub are a little hipper. Here we go. Take 2.
Start off your weekend right with the Friday Pizza Buffet at Pizza Pub. From 11 to 1, pile your plate high with all-you-can-eat pizza for just $12, or upgrade to pizza and salad buffet for only $16. And they're now open Friday and Saturday 11 to 11 and Sunday 11 to 9. Pizza Pub, serving fresh pizza every day of the week. Come stop in.
Pizza Pub of Pine City.
Hey there, Brad from Lee's Pro Shop here. Are you ready to show off that school pride? Lee's Pro Shop is your official letter jacket supplier, and we're here to help you celebrate every touchdown, goal, and win. We got everything you need to create a perfect letter jacket that tells your story. And for a limited time, when you come in and mention this radio ad, you get $10 off your letter jacket. That's right, $10 off. So come in, let's start to tell your story. Lee's Pro Shop, where the passion for sports begins.
We're out here on the range today to remind you that high school trap season is almost upon us. And if you or your favorite shooter needs to get geared up, the place to go is Almost Yours Gun & Pawn. They've got the largest selection of new and used firearms, plenty of ammo for practice and competition. They've got archery gear, conceal and carry classes, and loading supplies. So if you're getting ready to head out on the range, make your first stop to Almost Yours Gun & Pawn. Whew, nice one.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Eat better, buy more, spend less is more than a slogan at Chris's Food Center. From fresh produce to top quality meats and prime rib dinner served every Friday night. Visit Chris's Food Center in Sandstone or check out their weekly deals at chrissfoodcenter.com.
The anytime for anyone that's got a little
of everything for that special someone. Northern Bloom and Gifts in Sandstone. Northern Bloom carries handmade, one-of-a-kind gifts. And whether you want to pick up a bouquet of flowers on the way home or have them delivered to the ones you love, think Northern Bloom and Gifts in Sandstone.
Back here on WCMP, the final here in this second game of our section quarterfinals. East Central falls to Upsala 51-32, which unfortunately ends their season. As we take a look at the stat leaders for East Central, leading the way was Cody Robinson with 11, Braden Olson with 8, 7 for Reese Youngberg, 3 for Ben Carlin, 2 for Levi Cosbab, and 1 for Liam Riley. 11 rebounds for Cosbab to lead the team, 10 for Youngberg. They had 3 steals, 4 blocks. 3 of them came from Ben Carlin, and 13 team fouls. So, yeah, it's an unfortunate way to see this season end for East Central. Not the way they wanted it to end. Again, they dealt with a lot of adversity in the middle / end towards the end of the year with this team, and they battled through it to get the number 3 seed in the playoffs. They got the first win of the playoffs over Hinckley-Finlayson, and then come into just a really good Upsala team. This was a very good defensive battle, though, between these two teams. Only 11 points, scored in the second half by East Central, and Upsala was able to put up 25. So a really good defensive battle here in this game by both teams. You know, the start for Upsala, though, the way they started this half, you would have thought they were going to be able to score about 40 more points than what they did, but again, they got off to, what was it, I think a 14-0, 16-0 run to begin the second half, and believe it or not, then whichever one it was, they were only able to score 11 or 9 more points throughout the rest of the half. So East Central's defense really came to life here as the half went along, but unfortunately their offense just wasn't able to match the output that their defense was able to get, and they are going to have their season come to an end here as they fall to Upsala again, 51-32. But man, they stuck in it. They gave everything they had, and that is it's a tough way to have the season end. I want to give the seniors of this squad a shout out. Those seniors are Braden Olson, of course, Liam Riley, Levi Cosbab, Cody Robinson, and Ben Carlin. Those are the guys who will be graduating and off to their next adventures next year, so we wish them nothing but the best of luck going forward. And just unfortunate to see those guys leave the program. They've been a part of this program for a while. Obviously, Ben Carlin has been a starter for years for this team. He's been one of their best players for a while, unfortunately dealing with that knee injury. So now hopefully he'll get to fully heal from that injury and go into the fall wherever he plans on. If he plans on going to college, and I'm guessing he would, to go play basketball, but we won't speculate anything. But if he does, we wish him the best of luck, and all the seniors best of luck on their next adventures, wherever that may be, whether it be college, whether it be, sports or to the trade, whatever it is, right into the work field, whatever it is, we wish them nothing but the best of luck on whatever they do in the future. But again, here, Upsala, really good defense, just one that East Central was not able to get enough opportunities offensively on. And again, their defense played the part. Their defense did really well here. Again, despite the hot start from Upsala, East Central's defense was able to clamp down and shut that offense down for the rest of the second half for the last, 12 minutes or so. Maybe it was more like 11 or 10, but still a really good job by this defense to get back and look like the defense they wanted. Just unfortunately, their offense, again, just couldn't quite find the openings they would have liked to have seen, and that will be it for East Central this season. But we've got more basketball coming your way next week. Well, a lot more next week, actually. So starting with 5A, we will have the quarterfinals. That will be Bram and Upsala, and they will play back here on Foley on next Wednesday. So that'll be interesting. We got a game here on Wednesday, and then we've got a game up at UMD on Wednesday. So we got 2 games coming your way locally. One will be here in Foley with Bram. The other one will be Mora up at Pequot Lake. So be sure to tune in for those 2 games. We'll be out there for those games. We'll be both games we will be out at. And then the Bram girls, they made it to state, so they will be playing at the state tournament. They got the number 8 seed, which I don't think is right, but they'll play Mountain Iron Buell on Thursday, the next day at 11 a.m. So bright and early, right at 11 a.m. We will see Bram play Mountain Iron Buell down at Maturi Pavilion down there in the Twin Cities. And we will be out there. Win or lose in the first round, we'll be out there for Bram. As long as they are in the state tournament, we will be there. If it's the semifinals and championship, we'll be there. If it's the consolation bracket, we'll be there. It doesn't matter. We will be out there to cover Bram girls basketball. So, again, next week we've got Wednesday, 2 games. Mora up at UMD playing Pequot Lakes. Bram right back here at Foley playing Upsala. And then on Thursday we've got Bram playing against Mountain Iron Buell in the first round of the state tournament. So thank you all for tuning into this game. I appreciate your listenership. It is key to me keeping my job, so I greatly appreciate that. And appreciate you listening in. Appreciate all of our fine sponsors for sponsoring this and every other broadcast that we do. We obviously wouldn't be able to do it without them as well. And then if you're looking for more local sports, how to stay up to date, well, subscribing to this YouTube channel is a great way to do that. That way, anytime we go live with a local sports event, you'll be notified, and all you have to do is click on the notification. It will take you right to the live video. Obviously, it is audio only for playoffs and state tournament, so no video, but audio only. And thanks to our fine sponsors, we get to bring you those for free. Also, you can tune in to the morning show on 100.9 FM with Joshua Muron at 7:45 and 8:45. That's when I'll talk local sports. And a little bit of regional and national as well. Then on our website, go to the WCMPradio.com website, go to the sports tab, click on broadcast schedule. That will show you all the links for the games that we got coming up for that week of play. Also on there, you'll hear interviews with coaches and players, plus articles from games that we've been at as well. Another way to stay tuned is obviously our social medias, our Facebook and Instagram for both stations, and then our Twitter or X at Q Media Sports for all things local sports. You can tune in there for, again, breaking sports news, LOI signings, broken records, coaches retiring, coaches being hired, interviews, games that will be at that day. Just so much of all of that on our social media. So be sure to like, subscribe, follow, do whatever you have to do. Stay up to date with local sports on there. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Remember to be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through, and your kindness could truly make their day. And we need more love in this world, so let's try and do that. Well, for WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day and a fantastic weekend.
Arrow Building Center in Siren is your leading name throughout the Midwest with trusted brands for your building supplies and services. Arrow Building Center has been providing contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with quality products and expert service for all projects, big and small, for many decades. No matter the size of your next project, Arrow Building Center is at your service. And don't forget, free, yes, free delivery, always. Stop on by Arrow Building Center in Siren, conveniently located off Highway 70, or visit them online at abc-clc.com.
That concludes our broadcast from WCMP Sports, a Q Media Group radio station, and brought to you in part by local advertisers. For high school sports schedules, scores, and interviews, visit WCMPradio.com. Catch more local live action all season long, right here on this local radio station. Also available via the WCMP mobile app, available for free download in the App Store, and multiple Q Media Group YouTube streams. Thank you for joining us. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. WCMP's 100.9 FM, 106.5 FM, and 1350 AM. Licensed out of Pine City.